Your show will go live in 5 seconds. 4, 3, 2, 1. Blog Talk Radio.
Tune in and listen. Queens on a mission, dripping the mic on Sunday nights, presenting you with 2020 visions. So join us this day and every Sunday night with Ameerah the Songstress on Blog Talk Radio, a for sure way to start your week off right. 2020 visions on Drip the Mic.
It's Ameerah the Songstress. No regret. You're tapped into 2020 Vision on Drip the Mic Network. All is well. Stay focused. Hey. Yes. We're back up in here. Y'all blocking my view now. What's going on? What? It's another Sunday, and we're so glad to be here. There it is. Wow. Okay. I'm looking up. Okay, that's different. Anyway, I'm so glad to be here on this Sunday, back with you guys. We have a special guest in the house. He's one of Cali's own. He goes by the name of Reppasenta.
Yes.
So, yes, we're glad that he's here. Can he see himself on screen? I would like to see him on screen. There it is.
Oh,
yeah.
There you go.
Now I know you're there. You know, that's confirmation. That's what I needed. Anyway, before we get into this thing, y'all know how I like to do. I like to give my shout outs and recognize a few people. And you know what? This time I decided that I wanted to shout out history, Black history. I wanted to shout out Black history. I wanted to shout out the things and talk about our contributions to this world. But also, if you're wondering where such practices and where all this malice comes from and this hurt and anger, it's also really good to go back in history and dig in your history and find out what's really going on. So I want to show this clip where we were just kind of on the internet, hubby and I. And we came across this clip, and it's an actor that has been in many movies and TV series, but he's all, he's hair all over his face, so at first you don't know who he is, but just check out the words that he's saying. Listen to this story.
So Haiti is the poorest country in the world. However, you might be very surprised to find out why Haiti is the poorest country in the world. Led by a slave named Toussaint, Haiti successfully overthrew one of the most powerful armies on the planet in 1804 and declared their independence. However, France made a deal with them, with warships at the ready, saying that we will invade you, recapture you, and re-enslave you unless you pay for the lost property. Well, that lost property was the human lives of the Haitians themselves. It took until 1947 to pay off the initial loan. How did Haiti pay that money off? Especially because France forced them to give them 50% off of their products. So that debt was financed and collected by French banks, as well as an American bank that was established in 1812, which is called Citibank. It's well documented that the debt was based on slave owners losing their property. In 2004, the Haitian government demanded that France pay back the billions of dollars that it forced the Haitian people to pay for its own freedom. 11 years later, in 2015, France said, fuck you. I don't know what the answer is, but if you're French, I highly recommend that you reach out to your government and tell them to give Haiti their money back. It's fucking disgraceful.
Disgraceful. What you think about that, Rep?
I mean, he being 100.
Yeah.
You know, it sounds like the truth. You learn something new every day.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yeah. Disgraceful.
Yeah, that's crazy right there.
I like that word to describe it. Disgraceful. And still, there's more history and there's more things that there's out there to learn about and know about, not just in our Black history, but our brown people as well.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see that next clip.
So Homeland Security basically just admitted that all the kids that went missing were sold into sex trafficking. Watch this.
Have been separated from adults who say that they are their parents and they are seeking asylum at the border. Do you know
Senator,
that?
I don't know that offhand, so I don't want to misspeak. I will bring it back to you.
Do you have a general idea?
I do not want to speculate.
Do you know if any of those cases have resulted in trafficking charges?
It's my understanding that they have, but I do not know the specific numbers, so I want to provide you accuracy.
If this doesn't infuriate you, I don't even know what to say. How are they just gonna get away with this? Where are all my all life matter people? Those kids' lives, do they matter? Where are you?
Thanks, Puck, for posting that one.
Yeah, that's a hard one right there.
Yeah.
That one was a hard one.
Yeah, history. You know, what's going on?
But that's America. That's what it was built
Mm.
on.
Shame on them. Shame on them. So, okay, let's move on. Let's talk about more history, things that's going on in our country.
Do not report hate crimes to police. The FBI found out that the police are no longer calling attacks on Black and brown people by white racists hate crimes. That is so the police can say that hate crimes went down in the country. You have to bypass the police and go directly to the FBI because they prosecute hate crimes federally and give higher sentences. But we never report crimes to the FBI. Black and brown people don't, and the police don't. So the FBI Civil Rights Division is over here like, no one sends us hate crimes because no one knows about the FBI Civil Rights Division. The FBI is required to do a full investigation on every complaint made to them, okay? Bypass the police, who are racist as fuck, and go directly to the FBI Civil Rights Division and report it.
That's Scott. Shout out to you for posting that one. That's Scott. Yeah, man, our history is rich. We're always doing some things. Information is key. Knowledge is power. Sometimes we're just here to give information. It's up to you to be creative with the information that you receive.
Definitely.
Yeah, that's what we're going to be talking about today on this show.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with that.
All righty. Oh, wait a minute. Remember when I told you guys the week before last that the next week we were going to talk about the 5 Bloods? I totally spaced it on the last show. You know, I'm human. I'm still, growing in this thing. But I finally watched the rest of it, and I want to talk about it really quick. 5 Bloods. Remember Netflix, the movie 5 Bloods. My husband watched it too. I want you to jump in. Oh, you can't jump in here. You don't have a mic. Okay. Let's get you a mic real quick. But yeah, so I watched it, and the 5 men that went to Vietnam War, they went, and when they were there, they had just the premise of the movie. This is not the deep content of the movie. This is just the basic, what's it called in a movie, the storyline, just the basic storyline. So they go, when they're in the Vietnam War, they find gold and they hide it, and they come back, and I think the year is 2020, and they come back to get this gold. 5 black men coming back to get this gold. Okay, so I just set it up. You have to talk about like the deepness of the movie. It was Spike Lee, so he's going to give you a message all the way through it.
Right. He definitely had multiple messages throughout the movie, and there was there was a message of obviously them being five black men in Vietnam, and then the fact that they actually bonded together and created a group, and then moving from there to like the effects of the Vietnam War on their lives when they returned, and then just throughout while they went back through, and then also the effect, what the Vietnam War itself was, and and like how it was how the numbers were so disproportionate for black men or for black soldiers or black warriors, I should say, versus any other culture in that or any other part of the U.S. during that time frame. Even though we made up such a small portion of the population, we were a huge portion of the people that were actually fighting in the Vietnam War, and all the different pieces behind that.
Yeah, like them announcing like over the on the radio, like, dear black man, like, why are you here?
Yep,
this is not your war.
Yep.
Like, and when you get back, they're going to treat you bad. They're going to hate you. They're going to kill you. They're going to do all these things. But yet you got to be over here fighting for their country.
Yeah.
And
the funny thing is, like, that's one of the things that they talk about, that they have been talking about for years, is just a propaganda machine. Like the propaganda machine is just huge. Regardless, like obviously all propaganda is built off of some truth, and in this particular case, it seemed like the things that they were, the particular things that they pointed out in the movie were 100% true. So it was, they're pushing out these messages and obviously warfare is hell. So that
it is what it is.
Yeah, and that old saying, all's fair in love and war, right? So in war, everything is fair. So in this particular case, the enemy is trying to break down their morale and break down their ability or their will to fight by telling them that they're fighting an unjust war for people who hate them or people who aren't going to support them when they get home. So it's kind of and seeing the struggle behind these gentlemen, hearing all that stuff in the midst of what's going on, and them having a leader, and again, I think I mentioned before, the difference between a leader versus a manager, but having a leader actually get them through that time and get them home safely, so just kind of showing those strengths and showing those differences, and and of course, like you said, in true Spike Lee fashion, he put a bunch of extra stuff in there, and one of the things that I thought he put in there was not necessarily directly Black Panther, but and when I say Black Panther, I'm not talking about the Marvel movie. I'm talking about the movement and the organization. But he kind of put some like their leader was very close to being, was pretty much a Black Panther, member. He was pretty much what the embodiment of Black Panther, the Black Panther movement. So it, like obviously Spike Lee, did a good job. He did a great job, in my opinion, of kind of putting all that stuff in there and kind of making it stand out in certain ways. And I will say that I'm not the biggest fan of the artistic portion of Spike Lee, just because I'm not artistic enough to catch it.
You got to be a little eccentric.
Yeah, so because of that, I'm typically I like the messages behind his movie, but it's hard for me to follow some of them or some of the times. But this one wasn't that way. This one was, even though you could see some of that stuff there, it was enough of it, that's up front and center where even I could catch it, and so I think that this movie was a great movie.
Did you see it, Rep?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Not yet?
I'm gonna have to go watch it now.
Okay, well, we can't spoiler alert for it.
Nah, it's fine.
Okay.
People put all kind of stuff up and spoil the movies for you and stuff like that. It's not the same unless you go watch it anyway.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
So you still gonna go watch it.
He could see something totally different than what I see. Like he say, he's not the artistic type to catch what it is, but being an artistic person, you know what I'm saying? I probably can catch what Spike was saying or whatnot. So even if someone tell me something, I still want to go watch it for myself.
Right.
Because you can watch a movie 3 or 4 times and see 3 or 4 different things while you're watching the movie. So
Yeah, it's a lot to see too. It's a lot of, he put so many jewels and a lot of different fruits in there. So yeah, you'll want to watch it a few different times. Like, wait a minute, run that back. Okay. Everything is a scenario. Like the way the movie's done, everything is scenario based.
Like just even what he just, how you guys just set it up, you know, it was like, oh, I didn't know that's what it was about.
Yeah.
Let me go watch it.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Especially because that's probably something I would have did. Oh, I found that. Oh, let me stash this real quick. Oh, we back home? Okay, let me go get me a ticket back to Vietnam. I remember where it's at, you know.
Yeah,
so.
yeah, they sure did.
Yeah.
And they found it too.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I need to go see that.
Yeah, you need to see it. And then it shows, you know, all aspects. You know, it shows, you know, Vietnamese and their feelings about it all. And it shows every aspect from, you know, being a black man going over there and finding a girl and having a child with them. And then you have a child in, you know, Vietnam. Oh, no, I'm... Anyway, y'all. Let me get to this commentary. And we're going to get this show on the road. We, you know, we're so excited to have you.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
Excited to be here.
Yes, for sure.
I think I was here an hour early. I was so excited.
Oh. Yeah, we're usually here early, getting hair and makeup done and everything, but today we had to switch a couple of things up.
That's what's up.
Yeah. But I remember being in junior high and my teacher saying every type of music has a place in history except hip hop. I interrupted him and said, but it will have a place in history. We're making history in the hip hop right now. You know, at this point, I know he's thinking he couldn't have been more wrong. I know he's looking around right now and going, wow, look at hip hop. It's worldwide. It has become pop music, meaning popular music. See, pop music doesn't have a particular sound like they would have you to believe. It's simply music that permeates through the universe and touches everyone all over the planet. That's what hip hop has done, from the smallest island in Madagascar or Singapore to the biggest city in the world, New York, that is. Hip hop is everything. It didn't take a rocket scientist to figure that out, that it makes sense to create hip hop music and then travel the world touring and performing hip hop music. But there is a science to it. My guest today, Reppasenta, has done his homework and figured out the formula. He's taken his entrepreneurial skill set and perfected a career in music for himself, that of which some of us can only dream of. Who says independent artists are not winning? We are, and Reppasenta is here today to talk about how he did it. We love you for sharing and repping us in Cali the right way. Worldwide, baby.
Appreciate it. Yes, yes.
Please help me welcome Reppasenta to 2020 Vision.
Appreciate it.
How you feeling?
Man, I'm
Time
good.
to turn up.
I'm good. Yeah. Let's get it. Let's do it. I'm with it.
I want that energy.
I got you.
You be on those big stages, right?
Yeah. Now, hey, that's crazy though.
That.
That's another feeling. That's
that
a
part.
whole different feeling. Yeah, I'm with it.
We gonna get there. Get there. I'm gonna take them from the beginning though. But I can't wait to get to that part. That's anyway. That, you know, I'm an artist, so that thing, you know,
definitely
resonates with me a lot.
It's a mood.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
Yeah, definitely.
So now you are originally from California.
Well, I was born in Detroit, Michigan.
My hometown.
Yeah, I was born in Troy County, but I don't know no parts of Detroit. I've been here probably since I was 1.
How come I didn't know this?
I don't know.
Huh. Okay, so.
But I'm a Cali kid, though.
Oh, okay.
You know,
okay. So raised in Cali. So you from Cali?
All my life, yeah. I'm from Cali. I don't know no parts of Detroit.
Yeah, you from
I don't
Cali.
even know about being born there.
Yeah. Have you ever went to go back to visit?
I never been.
What you mean no? Like, don't say no like that.
I just haven't been back.
You have family there?
No. My grandmother was there, and my mother moved there like 2 months before I was born.
Okay.
And then by the time I was 6 months to 1, I was in California with my grandmother.
Okay.
So I was raised by my grandmother here in California.
Yeah. Grandmas raised you good.
Yeah.
They know what to do. They know what to tell you. They know how to forgive you real quick and keep it pushing.
Definitely.
So you got here, with your grandma. What city? What city?
Los Angeles.
Okay.
Definitely.
LA?
I'm still in the neighborhood that I moved here.
Okay.
All them years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Still in that same neighborhood.
Yeah.
When I moved to California. Yeah.
Is that where music came to you at? You know, the streets, the roots of it all? What was it?
Like when I was a kid, you know, the entertainment stuff always been there. I had uncles, they would, you know, have parties when they were coming. It's funny that you was talking about the Vietnam War, because when my uncles got back, and they were like, you know, waking us up. You know how they have parties.
Yeah.
They drunk.
Yeah.
So, you can't dance. Let me show you how to dance. So he would come wake me up and make me dance in front of all him and his friends and stuff like that. So that's where their entertainment stuff come from.
Yeah.
Do that stuff that boy Michael Jackson be doing.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So, you know, that's where the entertainment aspect come from. Definitely the music. I always just felt like that's what I needed to do. Like my mother bought me equipment when I was young. I would take like songs from Ice Cube, songs from this dude, songs from that dude. Well, lines, not songs. I would take lines and then make a whole, you know, rap.
Yeah.
So
that's unique.
I think maybe about 13, you know, you start getting out where you can get out in the streets and stuff like that. Me and my cousin, we had started gang banging and well, not gang banging, but acting like we were gang banging.
What's the
writing
difference?
stuff,
No, what's the
writing
difference?
just writing stuff on the wall, like because we were young, we wasn't really doing.
You didn't know,
you know.
Yeah.
So we were writing stuff on the wall, and one of my friends still today, Kenny K Rock, Flowers.
Yes.
He seen us writing it on the wall, and he beat us up.
Oh, okay.
And he like, nah.
Yeah, taught
you
y'all
know,
lessons,
he like, no. And he came to me like a week later, apologized and stuff like that, felt bad. And he was like, nah, you're not doing that.
Yeah.
You're not. And he wrote me like a 4-page rap. And me and my sister, Keisha, we broke it down into a rap.
Okay.
Like, my sister Keisha is really my first
Okay, so was the
ghostwriter.
letter meant to be a rap?
No, it was a rap.
It was a rap. Okay.
It was just 4. You remember the long yellow sheet?
Yeah.
Like literally 4 long pad pages. I'm like, what I'm gonna do with this? So my sister, I always call her my first ghostwriter because she kind of helped me structure, you know, the song.
Okay.
And that's kind of where all the music came from. Like, you know, my boy, he was like, nah, you not doing that. You gonna do this.
Wow.
So I've been doing music ever since.
Wow. So you were right off the rip, you were able to structure a song. So you were able to compose the song.
Yeah.
Which is great.
Yeah.
You know, from an artistic standpoint. But did the words come to you later in regards to your writing? Or?
No, he had the words right there.
No, I mean as far as you, in regards to you writing. When you started
me writing.
Yeah, when you actually started writing your raps. At what point? Because, you know, obviously you know how to put words together. Obviously, you know how to take something and create it and make it better. So when did the actual lyrics start to flow from you?
I don't know. Maybe around high school. Because like I said, I would always take like a line from Ice Cube's song, a line from somebody else's song, then write my own line. And then, you know, so that's kind of how the writing started. But maybe about high school, I started writing my own music, you know, like where it was just all and like I would just write like the same structure. I would just write. I didn't know the hooks. I didn't know how to do the hook. No, none of that. And then one of my friends showed me how to like actually structure a song.
Wow.
So I knew how to do the words. I just didn't know how to structure it.
Yeah.
So once he taught me how to structure, and he was like, man, you can say anything you want if you do it in this pattern. So that's kind of how my flow came about, because he's like, you can say as many words as you want, or you can say as less words, and you can stay on the same key if you go down this pattern.
Right.
So that's how I pretty much learned how to actually write. You know, one of my friends just, you know, it's always a help. You know,
well, I mean, that's
saying?
dope, because like a lot of people go to school for that, what you learned and how you were able to pick it up and how you were already able to, you know, conjugate sentences and verbs, right? So you were already able to do that. That was something that just came natural to you.
Yeah.
So everything else was the bonus. Everything else was the add-on. You just needed, you know, to start like going inside and pulling out words.
Yeah, definitely.
You know?
And I would say this, like, it doesn't matter how long it take you, you know, when you writing, because when you're in an artistic state, you know, because some people be like, oh, I got writer's block. Okay, well, sit it down, come back to it.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And it doesn't take away from what you do, you know. So what I always would do is I don't even write anymore. I just stand up to the mic and I would, you know, I know how to structure a song.
Yeah, getting there is the most beautiful moment, I think, in your career, when you can just stand there and just go, off the top, and when you listen back, it's wow, it's a song.
Yeah, it's definitely a song. So, but Jerry Bell from the Dash Band, you remember Jerry Bell? Back when we were the Neckbone producers, we dealt with a lot of people, but I always had to drive them and pick them up and do that. So I used to get like good conversations from good, musicians
people who
and
done this.
that's been there. And one of his things that he said to me that always stuck with me was music come from the heart.
Yeah.
You don't need to write it down. Why do you need to write it down if it comes from the heart?
Yeah.
So I was like, So I kind of like structured my way to writing that. But I still like writing though.
Yeah.
I still like getting a pad and paper and write it. I might write maybe 6 bars and then the rest of the song I would just freestyle it.
Right,
out,
right.
Yeah.
So. I understand that.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to get the idea out when it's right there.
Definitely.
And you may not have the mic right there in front of you.
Definitely.
But then it feels real good, when you're just able to go in and just whatever that energy is.
Yeah, definitely.
In that moment, you know what I mean? That's cool. Yeah. We know we getting to know you around here. We want to take you from the beginning, to the middle, to the end. Now, where did that business side of you, that entrepreneurial business side of you come from? Is it like, growing up, in your area that it made you say, look, I'm going to get out here and get something? Or is it from your father? Where does that
well,
I
was raised by street hustlers.
Okay.
My mother was a street hustler. My pops, my uncles, so I kind of modeled my business behind the street, like what I learned from the streets.
Right.
And when you're in the streets, what do you have to do? You have to talk to people.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You have to you got to know how, okay, this dude, I got to address him, kind of this way, or this person, I can address them that way, or, So I kind of, that was the I guess the bone structure of it, of okay, if I can do this in the streets, I can do this in any aspect of life.
Okay.
So that's kind of where it came from. And then when I started business, it was probably around 2001 when I professionally started doing music.
Yeah.
Like, it was like, that's now I'm recording, now I'm doing, the guys that I was with, we were called Dime back then, they pushed me more to the business because I got their deal signed.
Oh, okay.
And I just was talking to a guy, what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I was just like, hey, and everybody was like, no, Rap, you the man with the business. Like, no, you the one. I'm like, but I didn't do nothing.
Right.
But in my journey, I met people like Shaka Zulu, who's Ludacris manager, Troy Carter, who's Eve's manager, and these guys like really put me under their wing, like, yeah, and I'm like, okay, that's all they do is talk.
Yeah.
So that's where, and I just was, like I said, I took the street stuff, I put it with the business stuff, and it worked.
It worked out.
And a lot of people that I deal with, for some reason, my energy, they're attracted to my energy. So it was like, hey, I like this guy, So once I started doing that, it just got easy for me. It just started feeling like things were falling in place. Like I would walk down the street, I would meet somebody, and they'd be like, hey, I need this person. And I'd be like, well, I got this person in my phone.
Yeah, network.
So it's just always like that. That's just kind of where it came from, and I just always wanted to do it. Then I went to school for it.
Okay.
Like it was, but the crazy thing, when I was in school, it was like, this is the stuff I was already doing just on a regular basis.
Right.
I just did, when in school, I learned the terminology.
What exactly did you take in school?
Business management, and entertainment, digital, and it's a long line of stuff.
So it's business management in entertainment. And then digital
media concepts. So like what they teach you is to be a business manager. You can start your own business. You can manage artists. You can, it was like you can do film scoring in movies.
Okay.
You can do the mastering and syncs in movies and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So that's what it was teaching me in school.
On the executive side of things.
Yeah, literally, like the teacher would be talking about something. I'll be like, and I remember one incident, he was talking about the mastering and syncs of movies. And he pulled up the paperwork on the big projector that they put it on. And I was like, oh, I got them papers in my bag.
Wow, okay.
And they were filled out for a movie that I was doing.
Right.
So it's like I was just really learning terminology in class.
Yeah,
you know.
I see, because they just have all the information in one place.
Definitely.
Whereas life experience, it teaches you.
I found out about stuff. I just bumped
just by
into
living
stuff.
it. Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So, and people were like, "Oh no," you know?
And that's the core of the independent movement. Most people don't understand that. So y'all, you know how in Spike Lee used to say lesson. I'm gonna say jewels. 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 So anytime he drops some, I'm just gonna say jewels. Okay. Definitely. So this is the foundation of an independent artist, independent movement. You got to take what you learn and apply it. No matter what you learn to your career. You're the product.
Yes.
When you're the product, you got to put everything into you.
Definitely.
Isn't that something to be said about that? Well, we want to celebrate you here.
That's what's up.
Yes, we definitely want to celebrate you. And, usually this segment is called Music is Everything.
Okay.
But I named it especially Hip-Hop is Everything.
Okay.
And so I like to play a little homage to some of the hip-hop artists that I actually love.
Okay.
And just want to pay a little homage. Play this.
All eyes on me, little like a thug nigga, till the day I die, little like a false play. All eyes on me. More that, like a car that I can't afford. I will want it, they want some more. The persistence our frames explored, let me know she was secure. Back for more, I wanna go, 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 go. And on the count of three. Come on. Hot, sicker than your average. Pop a twist cabbage off instinct. Niggas don't think shit stink. Pink gators, my Detroit players.
Looking like she wanna. Looking like she wanna chase me. Said I'm moving too fast. Can you catch me? Looking like she wanna chase me. Said I'm moving too fast. Can you catch me?
Little mama like a fast, huh? Like a man with a whole lot of cash, huh? Representing got a whole lot of cash, huh? Tell by the reckless, driving in a phantom. I'm careless, I don't really care though. 180 when I drive the Lambo. No governor, flying past the popo. Moving so fast, gotta see me in slow-mo. I'm busy, I ain't got time for anything, ain't doing with cash flow. Trying to keep up, gotta speed up. Catch me in the Ruber blowing blunts with my feet up. Yeah, I know there's rap in your speaker. The beat so hard, gotta hit it like a tweaker. I'm a pop star, believe I'll pop ya. Right where you stand, same spot, I drop ya.
Chase me, said I'm moving too fast. Can you catch me? Looking like she wanna chase me. Said I'm moving too fast. Can you catch me?
Yes, one thing is official. Getting blown like a referee's whistle. That's my thing, that's just what I'm into. No can of world now, money ain't an issue. I break your girl's heart, please give her a tissue. My apologies, but don't let it kiss you. She had a long night, you don't know what she been through. Yes, spent the night with a pop star. Then drinking, spending money going hard. My life so fast like NASCAR. Your life bad cause it's slow like retards. Trying to catch up, gotta speed up. See how fast I move in the S-Class. Doing my thing on this B-by S-Class. Every girl I meet, yeah, they trying to get it real fast. This show girl right here, yes, that fast.
Chase me, said I'm moving too fast. Can you catch me? Looking like she wanna chase me. Said I'm moving too fast. Can you catch me?
I'm on the road getting these bands. Baby girl, I'm the man. I'm trying to cop me some nights. I'm in and out like a burger stand. I need the cheese on the
Hey.
Hey.
And
That's
we
how it
back.
goes.
Can you catch me? Well, I want to shout out to you for that.
Man,
Because that was dope.
appreciate it.
That was dope.
Yeah, that's the song right there that landed me in Europe. That song got me to Europe.
Okay. We're about to get there. We're going to get to that part of the story. Can we, what are we doing this month? We are drinking, what is this?
All right, so this month we're doing a American whiskey, which is this one here is a bourbon. It's called Wyoming whiskey. It's a small batch bourbon whiskey, and so we're gonna keep with the whole whiskey theme, but we're gonna move from the UK over here to the US and do an American version, which is a bourbon.
Alrighty. Let's try it. And you don't drink.
I don't drink.
I was just informed.
I don't drink.
But, cheers to you. Can we get him a bottle of water?
We could
please?
do water.
Yeah, let's do that. It smells good. It smells really good. While we getting ready. Okay. Now we want to cheers to... She want to chase me, right? Chase me. Chase.
High speed.
High
That's
speed.
the name of
high
the song.
speed.
High speed.
I
is the
said
name
chase
of the
me.
song.
High
Yeah.
speed. High speed. I like that. And you said it's the song that got you into Europe.
Yep.
We are definitely going to get into that. I'm going to slow roll them, right?
Okay.
Because basically we can just say, hey man, how'd you get on? Right?
Okay.
But we have to show them that it is a process.
No, man.
That's
it's
what
a
we're
big
doing here on
process.
2020 Vision. We're making the focus clear. We're clearing up the view for everybody so they can focus on the right thing.
One of my favorite Nipsey lines is, I hope you don't think this stuff magically appear.
Hey.
Because if you do, I got some rules for you. I mean, I got some news for you. You know what I'm saying?
Same thing, news and rules.
Hey, yeah,
Hey.
if that's what you think, yeah, no, that's not how it happens, bruh. Not magically. This is hard work.
Yes. Well, cheers to you and your hard
Cheers
work.
to you, 2020
Salud.
Vision.
Salud. All right. Woo, wait. Peppery. It's in the nose a little bit. Okay. It didn't get to the throat. I was scared. I thought it was going to make me cough. Okay. It's all right. I'm trying these whiskeys, and what are they? Scotches, whiskey and scotch. I'm trying these. Okay, same thing. Oh my God, whiskey, right? I'm trying okay. It's over my head. It's over my head, okay? He's trying to acclimate me to this whiskey game. Anyway, I've been trying these whiskeys to see which ones I can actually stand to drink. And I'm going to tell y'all, that one last month, nope. It was good. I'm sure it was like a nice brand and all that. I don't want to, shit on the brand. But it was too much for me. I had a headache the next day. But this one, we'll see. We'll see what it do. He's trying to find some. So far, a green spot is my one. That's it. Bovini. Is Belvini? Or Belvini? Okay, Belvini. Okay, yeah, the Belvini Caribbean cask. I did like that one. That was good. So we shall see. We'll have my favorites. We'll do one show of my favorites at some point when I get more than 2. Okay. All right. Rep?
Yes.
Say we lost you because you don't drink at all.
At all.
When'd you make that declaration for yourself?
Probably about 14 years ago.
Uh-huh.
And that was a funny story, too. Everything is a funny story.
Everything
is a story.
I want to hear it.
Well, why I don't drink is because we were in Atlanta and we had a drinking war. And the dudes, they kind of cheated in the war. They kind of cheated. I started talking crap about 7 shots in of Jose Cuervo because I was feeling it now.
Mm-hmm.
So I made a statement. I come from a long line of drunks.
Mm-hmm.
Like I say, my uncle Neil used to be drunk all the time, but I come from a long line of drunks.
Mm-hmm.
If y'all want to drink with me, call your daddy. These dudes called their daddy.
Oh, wow.
And he was a mortician. So you already know he came with a Canada Dry bottle of moonshine. And a mortician, his are precise.
Yeah.
So by the time he got there, we were about 14 shots in. Still, drinking. But I took the first shot.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all in trouble. It ain't got no taste to it. I'm already drunk. It didn't matter. And I drunk like 8 shots of that. Now, I walked out.
You walked out?
I walked out.
Oh, my God.
Got in the car. I walked out. Now, in Atlanta, we was in Atlanta. January, they have black ice. They have what they call black ice.
Yeah, I'm from Detroit.
So we're on the way home, and I'm like, bro, all this, you shaking it up. Hold up. And you're like, man, it ain't me. It's the ice on the ground. I'm like, but long story short, like 8 days straight, I threw up.
Dang.
Like 8 days. Like I was literally going to eat just to throw up because I didn't dry hurl so much. So that stopped me from drinking white completely. And then maybe I was still drinking dark.
Oh, you
Hennessy
brave.
and Remy and stuff like that.
And that was off of white.
Yeah, and that was off of white. That was off of Jose Cuervo and corn whiskey moonshine. Don't mix them. Don't, because that was like, that was a recipe for death. Like, for real. Like, I developed all kind of stuff, like acid reflexes and stuff like that. Like, just from hurling so much, dry hurling. Man, like, it just messed my system up.
Yeah.
So, maybe about 2 years I drank, and then I just stopped. Like, you know what? It ain't me. So, that's where now I don't drink no more.
Well, good for you. Self-discipline. So I see you have a lot of self-discipline because you're where you are. So at this point, we were talking about entrepreneurial and, what taught you and how you learned and how you absorbed and, took it and applied it to your life.
Definitely.
So how did you work? And I'm trying to take them through a process, right, of understanding.
Okay.
So when did you go to a studio? When did you first go to when did you go to your first recording session?
Like I said, I was in high school. Actually, I was a senior, and I had never recorded before ever. I'd never been on a microphone to record.
So but in high school, you were able to go to the studio.
And one of my friends, because someone asked me for a song. I had went to the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air show. Tretch from Naughty by Nature talked to Will Smith, who called me on set because D.L. Hughley, when he first started off, he was the crowd motivator at the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air show.
Yeah.
So he had me to, do a song. And he was like, I performed. Everybody in the cast was dancing and stuff. So Tretch told Will Smith, and Will Smith called me on set.
Okay.
He introduced me to Benny Medina, which was his manager, which is the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air story, is about Benny Medina. And he told me he needed some songs.
Yeah.
So like I said, I had no songs. So I asked a friend, like, did he know anybody with a studio? And he took me to a studio.
Wow.
And I recorded my first song. So that was like 93.
Okay.
When I recorded like the first song.
Okay. So you had access to a lot of good people.
Yeah, definitely.
I mean,
like I said, it was my energy. It was just my energy, like, for real, like even that situation at the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air show, I was just sitting down and D.L. Hughley like, you know what? I done had all these singers. I need a rapper. I need a rapper.
Okay. That makes sense now.
One of my friends was like, oh, Hitman rap. So, D.L. Hughley, oh, I need to see what the F is a hitman.
Right.
We got a hitman in here? Right. I need to see what a hitman is, so.
You can cuss on the show, by the way.
Oh, okay.
Unless you're just not a cusser.
Well, in my music, no.
Okay.
In real life, that's different.
Yeah, I'm just saying. But, feel free, darling.
Yeah. So, DL had, they put a beat on, and I rapped to it, and Will Smith, they all, everybody in the cast couldn't hear it. Will Smith came out doing this dance, so everybody like, hey, you got it. So that's kind of where
that's dope.
When I start recording, because Benny Medina asked me for a song that I never sent him.
When opportunity meets preparation.
And I wasn't ready. I would be the first to admit it.
No, when you got on that stage, you were ready.
Well, I'm always ready.
That's what that's what I
I'm
mean.
always ready to. But
yeah,
ready. I should have been ready. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like it all happened organically.
No, it did.
Yeah.
It did. You know, but I should have been ready because when somebody like Benny Medina says, "Give me some music," you're supposed to be able to give them music,
right?
You know,
you're being hard on yourself.
No, of course you have to be.
Yeah.
You have to be. You know, because if you not hard on yourself, or if you don't take those lessons, because it's not a loss, it was a lesson,
right?
You know, it was a lesson in my preparation for everything, you know. So it was a lesson, it wasn't a loss,
right?
But I wasn't ready, you know. But you know, it all comes back around,
right?
It taught me to
nothing like timing.
Yeah, it
timing
taught me
is everything.
Like to be there. You know?
I'm listening. You just stop talking.
Oh, you know? Yeah, so
you just stop talking.
But no, you know, we just like it's when it comes to recording, like now, and I went from like high school, it just went crazy for me because I started recording like all the time. It's like that's when I fell in love with recording. You know what I'm saying? And I always wanted to not waste people's time.
Yeah.
So I would write songs at the house and just be at the house writing. So when I go to the studio, I could knock it out and leave. You know, because I didn't like to waste people's time.
Yeah.
So it was, you know, when it comes to the recording aspect, I try to do it as fast as possible. So I learn the song before I go to the studio.
So the song, I just had a brain fart. I'm sorry.
Speed.
High Speed. It just left out of my mind. I'm sorry. So the song High Speed. What brought you to that song? And you said it took you to Europe. How did you get to that song? How did you create that song? Where did it come from?
Well, the crazy thing about that song is I wrote the lyrics to another beat, and like that was like 07, and I wrote it to another beat. And the funny thing, my producer S-Class, he's so musically inclined.
Right.
Like he's one of those dudes that he don't want to go to no business meeting. He don't want to do nothing. He just want to work. Let me do the music. So he gave me like back then. He gave me the vision of what I can do, like where I can land.
Right.
Like really, we had a song. I had another song that he gave someone else the same song.
Okay.
And I kind of, felt salty about it.
Yeah, that happened to me.
And
I get it.
his response to me was like, "You talking about a fucking mixtape? Nigga, you want a mixtape or you want to go around the world?" And it was like,
it just dawned on
me. You know what I'm saying? I want to go around the world, you know?
Right.
So he gave me some music and he played the beat, the original beat. He played it and I was like, man, I like this. So I was trying to write something to it and I kept trying to write and it was not coming out. Like I say, sometimes you got to let stuff go.
Yeah.
And I was like, well, wait, let me see if I can say... Because it wasn't called High Speed then. I didn't have no title. I didn't have no hook. I just had the lyrics. And I was like, let me see if I can say those words to it. And I did. So I went back and played it for him. And he was like, oh, I already got a hook for it.
Okay.
I'm like, oh, let me hear it. And then that's when the hook came out. And that was probably like 6-7 years later.
What?
Yeah, because my lyrics were wrote then, and
Okay.
then I just so happened to get on the beat. Like,
Yeah.
okay, I can say these lyrics to
That beat, right? Okay, I understand what you're saying.
He already had a hook for that beat,
Dope.
and then when I said my lyrics, he was like, "Oh, I got something perfect for it."
When did you guys release it?
That was December last year.
That was just last year?
Yeah, wait. Maybe 2 years ago.
High Speed?
Yeah, High Speed. Maybe 2 years ago we released it.
Okay.
In December, though. It was in
Okay.
December because I promoted it for almost a year, and then I got
Okay.
introduced to MJ the Unique.
Okay, when I met you, I thought you had already been out there.
No.
That was after.
Yeah. Well, that was before, but I was promoting the song.
Okay.
I had just shot the video when I
Okay.
met you. I had just shot the video.
Because then
and-
you performing?
Yes, I was performing. My boy, VJ Insanity, and his partner at the time, my guy DJ Solo.
Okay.
They were promoting the club I met you at.
Okay.
The I forget the name of the club.
Me too.
It was the Lil Ethy.
What is it?
Lil Ethy.
Little Ethy.
Yeah.
Okay. And it was some performers.
Over in Lil Ethiopia. They had me performing there every week.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? And that's where I met you at when I was performing.
Okay. And it was a lot of hip hop artists that night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
It was only like really you, this one female, young female. And that's it. That was, standoutish.
Yeah, so that's where that kind of but that's how it meshed. Like, it was like a song that was already spoken because he had already wrote the hook. And then I came with the lyrics and it just fit. Like, the way S-Class do me,
right?
He'll make a beat and he'll say, "Rap, I got a concept and a song for you." You know, so I'm like, okay, well, let me hear it. And then I'll just write to the concept, you know, and the music that he gives me.
Right. Well, you know what? We want to keep celebrating you.
Appreciate
Definitely. We want to, let's hear Low Diggs.
Slide, ready to slide. Slide, ready to slide. Slide, ready to slide. Close.
Don't wanna spend the whole night waiting. Don't wanna spend it, no, don't wanna spend it. But those jeans sure got me hooked, and now I'm believing. Yeah, now I'm believing. I know that other guy you've been seeing. I can't believe that other guy you see. But he ain't me, so baby, you don't need him. You don't need him, baby, you don't need him. Cause he don't move the way I move. He don't do the things I do. He can't excite you the way I will, He don't move the way I move. He don't do the things I do. He can't ignite you the way I will. Slide close, cowboy hustle, heel toe, grapevine right. Y'all can do the lasso. Now slap that leather, Dorothy hand claps to bring us all together. Now slide close, cowboy hustle, heel toe, grapevine right. Y'all can do the lasso. Now slap that leather, Dorothy hand claps to bring us all together. Now a few more steps and I'll be right with you. I'll be right with you. Close enough to almost kiss you. Almost kiss you. I've been needing some of that sweetness. Oh, that sweetness. All you're giving me is mistreatment. So much mistreatment. He don't move the way I move. He don't do the things I do. He don't excite you the way I will. And he don't move the way I move. He don't do the things I do. He can't ignite you the way I will.
Little mama, let me slap that. I know your man ain't hitting that. I'm the type to put your legs in the air, then split them like Kit Kat. I'm the type to get your hot milk, the chocolate, then lick it off the kitty cat. Yeah, that'll make you move different. I can show you how to move different. We could pull it to the spot in the forum with the roof missing and the juice glistening. Life's like a movie, always lights, camera, action. I can write you in the script as the main attraction. Money out the bank is my only reaction. When a hater come and hate, we on the beach relaxing. And that's grown man game for your iPhone. Since your passport ready, when they call it, no, you ain't home. We could change the country to change the weather. Since we in a hold on, let's slide together.
Slide close, cowboy hustle, heel toe, grapevine right. Y'all can do the lasso. Now slap that leather, Dorothy hand claps, bring us all together. Now slide close, cowboy hustle, heel toe, grapevine right. Y'all can do the lasso. Now slap that leather, Dorothy hand claps, bring us all together now.
Hey. Yes. That was a country song.
Yes.
How'd you get on a country song?
You know, networking.
I mean, that's what you wanted? You wanted to do that? You were attracted to that?
Definitely. Because I do world music. That's what I want to. That's what I like to call my music.
Yes.
I don't want to be, really put in a genre. You know, because
Yeah.
when you put in the genre, you know, it's like hard to get out of that genre for people to respect what you're doing. If you against the rapper and
Right.
then you talking about you want some stuff with Slide Close, it just don't, you know. But I can do gangster. I can get on a song with a gangster rapper
If necessary.
You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? So I like to call it world music. So Lauren Diggs, he's a dope country singer and you know, one of my good friends. When I got back from Europe, he was like, "Hey, Rap, I got an idea for a remix, you know, for my song Slide Close, because he has a original song Slide Close in a country way."
Okay.
And he was like, "Man, let's do it in EDM. Since you're doing EDM music, let's do this song in EDM."
Mm-hmm.
So he sent me the music, and you know, it turned out Slide Close, the remix.
That's dope. That's dope.
Yeah.
Slide Close, the remix. That's dope.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I like world music as well. That's what I say. I would like to think that that's what I make. I've definitely learned lessons being out of the country.
Yeah.
That music is definitely the universal language. And as I was saying earlier, popular music is just that thing that permeates through the universe and touches everybody on the planet. And that's what happens when you're, that's what you're seeing and witnessing when you're traveling the world. Everyone, there's a rhythm, you know, and everyone is dancing to that rhythm. Everyone has it, you know, from hip hop to soul music to reggae or Afrobeat, whatever the hottest, whatever that song is. It could be country, whatever the song is. There's the song, you know, that just resonates with so many people around the planet. And I was like, yeah, I definitely got to get some of that music. I definitely got to have that music. You know?
Yeah, that was like kind of the whole purpose. Like I wanted to go over to Europe because I wanted to learn the origin of the music. You know what I'm saying? Like the stuff that you guys hear, like the song High Speed, that was just me in S-Class trying some stuff. You know, that was just our normal structure of how we do things. And people was like, you know, that's what you should do. You should, if you're not doing a song, if you're going to do a song and it don't sound like that, you can't do the song. Like seriously. And so that's kind of where the pop feel came from. And then I was like, you know, the hip hop stuff is so saturated. You know, if I change the gears, what, you know, it'll challenge me, but what can happen? You know, so that's where, you know, it all resonated from, like from, okay, let's do it. If it ain't a song like that, then let's do it. You know, then don't do it.
So when you went over to Europe and you know, got to live in that energy, this is a wide question, but describe what that was like, being on those stages, feeling that raw energy.
Another funny story.
Okay, all right.
Like I say, all my stories is funny, man.
here for
Like, it's a real journey being represented. Like for real, my first day in Europe, I was lost the whole day. I had 4 shows on New Year's. That's when New Year's of 19, I flew to Europe the first time, and I was lost in Paris all day. Then I went to, when I got to Belgium, I got lost in Belgium the first day. Like, Europe is not a place for somebody to go by themselves, and you just don't totally know nothing. My phone was down. I couldn't use my phone. I had to go find McDonald's to get on the Wi-Fi, and they only got like maybe 6 McDonald's in the whole
Lord.
Europe.
Oh God!
So, you know, it was an interesting, you know, time there, but it was fun being lost.
So did you? I know you took a team with you when you went, or you went by yourself?
I went by myself.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Man, everybody was like, "You're not scared?" Man, I can't wait. What you mean? I'm out of here. You know?
Yeah.
But I had instructions, but my phone, just like now, my phone was dead. You know, my phone, I'm always trying to conduct business and do, you know, so my phone stayed dead. But my phone died, but it didn't work anyway. Like while I was in Europe, it doesn't, like if you don't have a certain, they told me it would be compatible, but when I got there, it wasn't.
What, a SIM card?
So, yeah, my SIM card. So I had an era of having fun. Then I ran out of gas at a gas station on New Year's night. no gas station is open with a attendant. The gas stations I was at, you couldn't put money into them. You had to use a card. My cards didn't work in Europe.
Okay.
Like,
and are you driving like on the same side or?
Yeah, they drive on the same side and
okay.
on the same side of the street.
Okay.
When I went to Australia,
what about the cars? Like, is this?
They drive on the other side.
Okay.
Now, I didn't drive none in Australia, but the whole time while I was out there, I was trying to picture. It's just weird.
Yeah.
Like literally the way we turn on streets, they turn like the opposite way.
Or how long did it take for you to get accustomed to it?
I never drove in Australia.
Oh, so you just okay, you said that.
I'm not even gonna try.
Okay.
I would have to be here really for some time.
Right.
Like, even though I was there like 2 months, but I was like, no,
you still
I'm not.
No. Oh, okay.
I didn't want to drive. I didn't even want to test it. I don't have time.
I just wanted to try it one time.
No, I don't have no time.
Even if I wasn't good at it, I just wanted to say I did it or feel, what that feels like.
What? For that reason, I should have, but nah. It was just too weird to just, like, because you turn in this, like, say you're making a left turn. When you make the left turn, you don't make the left turn in the outside lane. You make it in the inside lane.
Yeah.
So that was, and so on the outside lane, it's coming back.
Okay.
So if
you just
we
scared, you just scared the whole time.
Yeah, like if you make a left turn and you go into that outside lane, you got cars coming on, and there's just like our streets, big old center dividers and stuff like that. So it's like, no, I don't want to try it. I'm cool.
He was like, I'm here to concentrate on the music.
Like I'm cool.
Speaking of that, I do want to play something else by you. It's actually the one song we use to promote you coming on the show. I actually like this song a lot. I think it's very fitting to you and your character.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, this one is called Black Carpet.
It's that black carpet treatment. Pop a bottle with the lady say. Sip on mine if you ain't got yours. And every single weekend. It's that black carpet treatment. Yeah, I'm stunning on you, haters say. The level got suicide door. Made back all black, and every single weekend. Black carpet treatment. We switch the weather up in the club. Make it rain down flood loops. I'll take you home, now be freak out. And you calling every weekend. Black carpet treatment.
Black suit, black tie, black excellence, black man so fly. Upper echelon, black man got it right. When you see me, I'm the truth, so believe it. I get black carpet treatment. Wildin' in every weekend, the Lambo kill itself every time. I gotta get in when you see me. Take a picture, be grinning from ear to ear and still basking in the feeling of a black man winning, making millions. Haters is mad and then they feelings wouldn't let me in the door. Came back and bought the building, stacking money to the ceilings. I do it to hurt their feelings. All black, made back in the back, and I'm chillin', rolling swishes. And you can roll up mine if you ain't got yours. Wanna drink, all you gotta do is pour. This how they treat you when you're no longer poor. We no longer poor.
Black carpet treatment. Pop a bottle with the lady say. Sip on mine if you ain't got yours. And every single weekend. It's that black carpet treatment. Yeah, I'm stunning on you, haters say. The level got suicide door. Made back all black, and every single we show you this black carpet treatment. We switch the weather up in the club. Make it rain out flood loops. I'll take you home, now be freak out. And you calling every weekend. Little mama tired of them Cinderella fairy tale. A man keep acting like he got it, but he ran out of pop way. I heard her say, keep talking that shit. I hope you buy it. And if your girls ain't ready, she'll drain your wallet. Let me show you about this black carpet treatment. Little mama thirsty like she wanna taste. Little girl, I got a lot of flavor. Now later gator player for you haters. Check running with my hitters. That black carpet treatment. Pop a bottle with the lady say. Sip on mine if you ain't got yours. And every single weekend. It's that black carpet treatment. Yeah, I'm stunning on you, haters say. The level got suicide door. Made back all black, and every single we show you this black carpet treatment. We switch the weather up in the club. Make it rain out flood loops. I'll take you home, now be freak out.
righty.
Yes, yes.
We are back. Yes. Black carpet weekend, right?
Black carpet treatment.
Treatment.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know.
Treatment. All right. Black carpet. What is, I know what a red carpet is, obviously. I even know what a pink carpet is now. But what's a black carpet?
Well, the black carpet is, celebrating, your accomplishments as a black person.
Hey.
It's hard, to do this entrepreneurial stuff. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to do independent music and put your music out yourself. So, it's the celebration of that for the whole weekend.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You get out on that black carpet treatment, it's a feeling of excellence. You know what I'm saying? So you definitely want to I would say party all weekend because that's what you do. You celebrate your accomplishments.
Okay.
So that's where black carpet treatment came from, and of course, again, S-Class, my producer was like, "I got a song for you," So that's kind of where they are. A lot of my music, it comes from real life situations. You know what I'm saying? So I try to give you like where you can listen to it and you be like, you know what? I can feel that.
Yeah, I understand that.
I understand that. Like I understand the struggle to get where you are, and now you're there. So now you can feel accomplished about it. I can feel that.
Yeah, we all want to be relatable.
Yeah.
I think that's what makes a popular song. Like we said before, that's what makes pop music.
Definitely, because if you're gonna talk about, oh, I shot up, 15 dudes and I ain't never heard of a gunshot in my life, I won't know what you're talking about.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
It.
So, but if you tell me, man, I came from this struggle and now I'm here and I'm somebody that's trying to get there, it's like, oh, if he can do it, then I can do it.
Yeah.
So that's kind of how I like to structure the ideas of my songs.
Okay.
So
you want to feed the universe with
good positive stuff. Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
Energy.
When you play, like my album that I'm putting out is called Passport Ready.
Okay.
And when you play Passport Ready, I want you to turn it on and put it on any song and have a feel good time with it. You know what I'm saying? Like I really can just ride with this. I really can just rock.
Right.
So that's where that came from.
Right.
That I like to put positive music out. That's why I don't curse also. That's why I don't curse in the music. 'Cause, I mean, I do still say the things that, they're still out there.
Yeah.
Or I might have the same concept. I just don't use the words.
Right. Okay.
Okay. When someone say, they might say a bee, I might say a chick, Yeah. Study, and I don't.
But it's not, does it mean the same to you though?
Not necessarily means the same, but it's the asterisk of a woman.
Okay.
Of the concept.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So no, I'm not saying it. I'm literally not saying like, oh, I'm saying it to say, oh, I don't want to say bitch, but so I'm gonna say chick. It's just when I'm telling a story and I want to be upfront about it. I might use, instead of just using lady, woman, girl, I might just use the slang chick, just because of it's a slang word.
Right.
Just that's where I, pretty much
makes
like
the difference. Yeah, make the difference. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's good. That's good. You're conscious of that. We appreciate that.
No, definitely.
As women.
No, definitely.
Yeah, we definitely appreciate that. For sure. Oh, we had a couple of chatters off of YouTube. Oh, yeah, Tyrone. Yeah, he wants you. He said we have sponsors if you can get Reppa to take a shot.
Damn.
No?
No.
Not for sponsors for my show?
No.
Not for,
I'm sorry.
Not for all the tea in China.
Man. It's just, alcohol doesn't even taste the same
to you anymore.
Nah, like,
it probably make me.
Literally, I don't like the smell. Like I don't, like I was stealing my cousin's juice one time, which I thought was juice. I won't do that anymore. You know, because it was full of alcohol, and I spit it out. Like it, like literally doesn't taste the same.
I had experience with like some edibles like that, you know, and I said to myself, I will never smoke. You know, it lasted for about a month of me not, partaking in cannabis. It lasted for like a month, and then, but no, I had some edibles. Like I had I guess it was like an eighth, but it was in like just jelly, like it was just gummy, right? And it was a big square, right? But it was cut in 4 blocks. And I hadn't, I had maybe had a couple of gummy bears before, but I had never like bought or purchased edibles, right? Or had the brownies, none of that. I've never.
Oh, wow.
So I took a piece and ate it, and and I'm like, I'm driving home, like I ain't feeling nothing, like this is nothing. An hour later, still nothing. I'm like, what is going on with this? So I, popped another one.
Ooh.
And when it hit, right,
oh, yeah.
I was frozen like this. And then I tried to do everything I could do. Like, you know how Solange say, I tried to smoke it away,
Yeah.
I tried to F it away. Everything, right? No. Everything that I tried, it would not go away. I wrote songs. I did everything that I can think of to get it off me, and it never left, to the point where the next morning, like I couldn't even sit up. My whole like, and the next morning, I had to call my husband from work. I can't get up. And he had to come get me and take me to urgent care, like, because I couldn't sit in an emergency room, like, so he had to take me to urgent care. And then the doctor, I told him what happened or whatever. He took that time to scold me.
Of course.
No more cannabis. Do your main doctor know that you've taken care? Yeah, she does. And just give me the medicine. He was like, I had vertigo.
Oh, wow.
And he had to give me medicine for vertigo, right? And it was that messed up.
So the what's her name gave you vertigo?
Yes, because
wow.
I couldn't sit up. I couldn't even really walk. I don't even know how I got in the urgent care. I didn't, I'm sure my husband was down there carrying me.
That sound like I seen a clip on YouTube of a police officer. He's an ex now, but him and his wife, he said that he stole he took some cannabis from a local drug dealer. And his wife baked it in brownies. And they were sitting there, and him and his wife ate the brownies. And he called 911 thinking they were going to die. We're dying. She like, you're dying?
Yes.
He like, yes, we're dying. He like, well, what's the problem? He say, my wife, like, he's so high, so he's telling the story. Like, if he was a little probably more sober, he'd have probably told it different. But he was like, I took some drugs, I took some marijuana from from a bust, and my wife baked it in brownies, and, we ate them, and time is going by really, 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 like he kept saying really, really slow. Hey, oh man, I hollered off of that. Like he just called 911 thinking they were dying because nothing was moving for him.
And look, I'm about to tell myself, man, because I went being the artist that we are, and the entrepreneurs that we are, and the go get it, and the independent artists that we are. I had a rehearsal and I still went. I was producing this show in San Diego, and everyone that was on the show was there, for rehearsal. The band, all the vocalists, and I went in there, and everybody thought I had the flu. Right?
Oh, wow.
Everybody, that's what. I was just like, I don't feel good. Let's just go. And they were like feeling my forehead. You got a fever. Go home. Just on some extra. And I wanted to tell them so bad, I'm high. Okay.
Just leave me alone.
Leave me alone. I'm high.
You already know how that high feeling is. Get away from me. Like, what do y'all want? No.
But never again. I was like, I'm not ever doing an edible again. And I'm off weed. It was like I swore off the whole thing for about a month.
For a month.
Yeah.
That's all it takes.
Yeah.
I need that. Okay, Mary Jane, I'm sorry. I was being rational.
Interview. I'm so glad to have you here.
No, definitely. I appreciate it.
You're going to light it up for us later.
Yes. We're going to do this.
So we're on the part of your journey where now you're over in Europe. You're feeling that energy. You said the funny story was that you got lost, but you didn't tell us how it was when you hit the stage. That's where I'm at. I can't
hitting the
wait.
stage. Now that was different. Like, I don't know. It's a different energy because even at the point before I got there, it was probably like 15 to 10,000 people in the crowd. It was this big fairground festival. They have a 10-day festival. Like in Europe, they have festival season where it's like over 600 festivals. So, like I said, a buddy of mine, he got hold of my music from another guy from our neighborhood, from my neighborhood. And he usually always take me to, like to the airport when I fly out and stuff like that. So I called him and he was like, I'm in Belgium. I said, oh, you ain't gonna be able to take me then. I'm like, what the hell you doing in Belgium? And he told me, the dude he was with. So, I got good with, pretty good, like I said, my networking skills. I got with the guy and he called me over there. He said, the first time I went, he was like, man, come over here. If you come over here, I can put you on the stage.
Okay.
So I was like, all right, man, let me take this chance. So that's when I went the first time. And I missed all 4 shows. So, yeah, because I was lost the first day. That was the day I had the show. That was New Year's.
You went there
on New Year's, and I got lost and missed all 4 shows.
Now I'm thinking you flew in a day or ahead.
I got there at 10 o'clock. Everything was scheduled. I got there at 10 o'clock in the morning. I was supposed to get, and it only takes 2 hours.
You're determined,
on the train.
but you think you're Superman too.
Yeah, of course. It takes 2 hours on the train. So I'm like 10. Okay, I can get there by the first show is not to
a whole new country though. Like,
10 o'clock at night.
Oh, come on,
that's 12 hours to get there.
A whole new country. You weren't like you just was going to Atlanta.
And you know
what I mean?
Didn't I say it was a funny story? So yeah, but when I went back the second time and the first time I got on stage, he put me on stage. It was like maybe I was there like 15 days. And he was like, oh, yeah, we got this festival, man. I'm going to test you out. I'm going to see what you got.
Right.
I'm going to see what you got. So when he put the mic in my hand, the whole situation just changed.
Ooh,
it just, it just changed. It just changed. The crowd was giving me the energy.
Yeah.
They were, it was a big, I don't know, it was a different energy. I had did, hundreds of shows. Probably my biggest was like 3,000 people at that time, at the time.
That's a lot.
No.
3,000 people, that's a lot.
It was a lot.
Yeah.
I mean, and I was younger, I was in Bakersfield at that time, and they had a show called the Black History Month.
Okay.
They had a show. And they would always do the show at the Civic Center, so they would let all of us artists perform at the Bakersfield Civic Center.
Right.
And yeah, that was another energy, but this energy, that was I don't know, it's a force. It's a different. It's a force because you don't before every show. I'm always nervous.
Right.
Like every show.
Oh yeah, humility.
No matter what show I did, like I said, I did over 100 shows. Every show, before it's time for me to walk on stage, I have jitters.
Yes.
And
as you should.
But as I hear that beat, it's over. I'm a whole different person.
Yeah.
So to perform in front of, or to just be in front of 10,000 people, because when I was there the first time, I didn't perform the first time.
Okay.
But I was more, I guess you would say, I would hype the crowd up. I was MC.
Yes.
I went out there. He was like,
what
hey,
you gotta do?
Come out here. We're going to put you on as an MC right now, and then, we're going to funnel your music through that. So I was like, all right, as an entrepreneur, there's no structure for nothing, and if you're willing to pay those dues, that's what it is. You pay those dues no matter what those dues are.
Right.
You pay them.
Right.
You know, so I just went like, okay, yeah, I'll go pay these dues. And the second time it got me performing in front of people.
Yes.
So that was different for me.
Because sometimes we can get caught up in our own head and you know, we think about what it's supposed to look like, you know, and you know, they don't know who I am, or I deserve this, where, you know, you haven't even proven yourself yet.
Nah.
You know, and stop thinking that the, you know, carpet is already just laid down for you because this group of people may know you. You know, you have to sometimes humble yourself, but not humble yourself to someone else.
Yeah.
You have to humble yourself to yourself. So that you can listen to self.
Yeah.
You know, give you some lessons. Like, look, I know that, you know, we've already expanded to be what you want us to be, but you have to walk in the right direction to get there.
Definitely.
You know, we may already be over here setting up for you, but if you're going the opposite way, you can't get there.
You ain't gonna make it there.
So yeah, you know, it takes a real discipline, as we talked about with you earlier, and the skill set to, you know, be humble like that and say, hey, yeah, I'm an MC, whatever I need to do.
Yeah, I got flack for it. I had got a whole lot of flack for doing that. Like seriously,
from management or
just you know, I manage myself.
Yeah, but you know, you have a team, you have a people that you deal with. You know what I mean?
Well, more or less like, you know, just people around me. They, you know, I don't know why. You know, that's one thing I always say. Don't listen to other people. You know what I'm saying? Because if you listen,
but what did they have to do with your career other than just talking?
That was it. You know, but they were, you know, in my head, they were influence. You know what I'm saying? Like, they would influence the things that they would motivate me. You know, so once I did it, and then I'm like, why was I wrong for doing that? You know, like, that was one of the dopest.
Because it got you to the next step.
That was one of the dopest experiences.
Just being able to move the crowd.
Man, that's
expressing your energy and moving thousands of people. That's
hard.
That's a force.
It's hard moving one person, let alone.
Yeah.
You know, because everybody want to sit there and like,
just look at you. Right.
I don't know who that is.
Right.
So you know they can't really sing your songs.
And we're spoiled in Hollywood. I mean, when I say Hollywood, I'm talking about LA. You know, we're spoiled as far as, you know, artists. So we get to the point where I don't know. You got to make me. You know what I mean?
You got to make me.
Yeah.
I'm good.
Yeah. You know, and that's how.
All you got to do is ask me. I'm there.
No, but I mean, as far as like the you know, the audience, the onlookers here, they can, you know, LA can tend to be a little bit, you know, like it's hard to impress because there's so much art here. So let me see that your art is superior. But that's funny because it's a false sense of competition that has been fostered in the entertainment industry, you know, and it hasn't served us at all. You know, I don't know when we're going to get to the point of knowing that it's enough for everybody.
Yeah.
You know, we don't have a shortage on this earth at all.
Of nothing.
There's no resources being shipped in from another planet. We keep creating. So therefore, we're going to expand. So if that be the case, then how come it's not enough? And then if you think it's not enough, that's why you want to compete. That's why you want to move me out the way or whatever. Or, you know, whatever your competition looks like. And so people they want to be complacent and sit there and just not clap or whatever sometimes here because it's so many people to choose from. And it's okay to like a lot of different fruits in the bowl. That's what a fruit salad is about. You know what I mean? So just when you were there, knowing that you were able to just go out there, be your authentic self and receive the love and the energy in return for it, I think that, man.
Yeah, that was an amazing experience. And when you say that, like how hard it is in Hollywood because, you know, the people here is so spoiled.
Right.
You know, we got like people like Snoop Dogg, Ice Cube, E40. Like, you know, why do I need to dance to Reppasenta? You know, why do I need to give him any energy or anything, you know? But that's kind of what made me like, I know I can do it. You know what I'm saying? Like just being here and performing in front of people, like they might not, you know, give me the cheer, but they give me the confirmation.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like they'll stand there and watch me.
Right. Can't take their eyes off you.
And when I get off stage, they'll, you know, hey man, that was nice. You know what I'm saying? That was dope, you know, this and that and that and this. So once I really start to see that, then I was like, okay, on a broader scale, I probably can really, you know, make it because I get my energy from that.
Yes.
You know, like if I'm in a show, of course, I know nobody know me. But by the end of my show, my concept is if I can get at least 2 fans, then I accomplished something.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? If I can get at least 1 fan, I accomplished something. You know what I'm saying? So in that swing of I'm standing there watching you and I don't know you, to the end of the show where it's like, okay, yeah, I rock with that. I can rock with him.
Yeah.
You know, that's where the concept of my shows come from.
Yeah.
You know, I want to at least end it off by you knowing who I am.
Right, right. And then I'm sure you're starting to find those moments where, like, you know, you're on stage and it kind of doesn't matter anymore. You just, you know, I'm here. I'm doing what I love doing. This feels good. This is everything to me right now. And I'm going to enjoy myself, you know, because sometimes you can get caught up in your head as well, you know, hoping you're doing everything right, hoping you're sounding right, hoping, you know, the sound is right, hoping everything, you know, and you get caught up instead of enjoying it. And then, you know, also want everyone to like you, you know, want everyone to like what you're doing, your art that you're putting out. But then there are those moments where you just kind of let go.
Yeah.
And
it's
it's that free moment for you.
You have to, you know what, at a point, that's like I say, all that you just said, it goes in a big ball of energy, like right before I get on stage.
Right.
And then once I hear that beat, or once it's time for me to actually go, that's when it explodes, boom, and then I'm free.
Yes.
You know, I'm like, you know, people, how do you know all them songs in your head? I'm like, I wrote them.
Yeah,
you know? And
they're in me.
I can just go out there and just be free and listen. Like, I just listen to the music and let the music, you know, and just trust in that I put a excellent show together.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, that's what it, you know, if I can get these certain songs, you know, across to these people, we would have, you know, a successful show.
Right.
So that's what my concept is. I try to, you know, put the music with the, you know, with the crowd energy. You know, if I perform in LA, I perform these certain type of songs. If I perform in, you know, Miami, I perform these certain type of songs because these are what they like out there. Like, or this is the vibe that they go off of out there. So, you know, like I say, once you make your music universal, then you can put it anywhere.
Yeah. And isn't that the key? Isn't that the formula?
Yeah. Like, that's the real formula about, you know, music. And I don't care, like, you don't even have to be good no more. You don't even have to be good. You don't. You have to
be creative in some kind of way.
No, you don't.
I don't believe that.
These dudes these dudes is really out here making songs about water bottles and making $1 million a song.
Right, but that's relative. You know, it's all relative as far as good and bad, or, you know, what's the better artist. That's that competition thing, and there's just something for everyone. You know, a lot of people, when this era of music and mumble rap and all this came out, everybody was, you know, all of the old heads was talking about how they used to do it and how that sounds horrible, but it's you know, there's a frequency for that. There's energy for that, and that's the wave. And whatever whatever the wave is, whomever can jump on it, and ride it is successful. You can be down here under the wave, you know, trying to fight against it. You know, but just like
and
a
that's
current.
What a lot of people do.
Yeah.
They fight against the current.
Yeah,
you know?
go with the current.
And that's what a lot of people don't do. And that's why they end up being one-hit wonders, because they don't want to go with the current.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's a current of energy. So like you said, you know, you want to ride with that energy. Yeah. You have to. You know, you have to be able to.
If you're a lover of music, you know what I mean? Like, you know, you cut yourself off from being a benefactor of music if you're going to, you know, pick apart every wave that comes
out.
Yeah.
You try to get you a song in that wave.
Right.
And then, you know, you can still stay in your wave.
Yeah. Like Mary J, she does it flawlessly.
Yeah, definitely. She, you know, people like that, they know how to stay current with the, you know, with the current of times. You know, people, Mary J. Blige, like Snoop Dogg can just put a song out right now.
Yep.
You know, he might not be talking about anything, but you love it because he already know what his current is.
That's
you know
right.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He can make things stay current. So once you get the current of energy going in your direction, then there's nothing more you can do. You can, like I say, you can make a song about a water bottle.
Right.
And people
as long as you're on that wave.
Yeah.
You know. I was gonna say I get so excited when I'm talking to you because we talk the same language.
Definitely.
But I wanted to add on to it, but you probably already done said it all. Yeah, so you've got to experience not only writing world music, but traveling the world with that music, where your music made a way for you. You know, so are you going to go back? What's the? I know right now COVID got us tripping, but if COVID, theoretically, if COVID wasn't happening, where would you be right now?
I'd be in Europe.
Okay, all right.
Like literally, I'm mad at COVID right now.
Yeah.
I'm mad at COVID. I ain't gonna lie. Like, it's so much stuff that was supposed to happen before COVID happened.
Okay.
You know, it was a lot of stuff set up. You know, I was headed back in April. I was supposed to go back in April.
Mm-hmm.
So, was it April? Yeah, April. I was supposed to go back in April, and I was going to stay through the summer.
Okay.
It's because, like I say, that's festival season.
Yeah,
and we already had shows from last year set up.
Lined up.
Yeah. So, it was already... So I'm thinking September I should be back.
Okay. So, some would say, some naysayers, I don't even want to put this energy out there, that, you know, performing in live venues post-COVID is never going to be the same, you know, as far as, you know, the crowd of people that we can get. And, you know, it's going to be a lot more intimate type shows now. How do you feel about that? How do you feel about that thought?
I don't think so.
Yeah, me neither. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to agree.
This is a conversation I just had. Like, you might as well just get used to living with COVID.
Okay.
Period, point blank.
Okay.
It's going to be there.
Okay.
It's not going to be something that they're trying to get rid of. They're not trying to get rid of it. They're trying to make the money off of it to make you, you know, live with it. You know, that's the thing, is not to get rid of something, is to make the money from the medicine.
Because anything that ever came across, you know, cancer, AIDS, you know, diabetes.
People die from all that stuff.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So and they make it where it's livable. You know, you can live with it now. There's people walking around with AIDS and they're living, you know, day to day just fine.
Yeah.
But back 10, 15 years ago, you know, it was like, oh, you got it? All right, man, you know, checking out, huh?
Well, you know, but on the other side of that, you know, an equal and but opposite reaction or situation is that now quantum physics is a thing. People are understanding and learning about it and knowing that you can heal yourself. And a lot of people are eating healthier, eating their medicine. Like, that's a wave too. You know what I mean?
Definitely.
So it definitely counteracts this, you know, keep America or keep the world sick so that the powers that be can profit. I think that's a huge reaction to that.
Yeah.
To that type of energy.
Yeah, definitely. You know, you have to, that's the first medicine, period. You know, I don't even like taking aspirin. I don't even like taking medicine, period. You know what I'm saying? And it's easy to heal yourself.
Yeah.
You know, the mind can, you know,
do
your
anything.
mind tell your body what to do, period, point blank.
Right.
And you can literally just heal yourself with just natural things that you can take, you know, drinking your tea, you know, drinking water and stuff like that. So COVID is just another thing that we're gonna have to deal with. So it's not to live in fear. Like, I don't live in fear of death. Like, just period.
Not at all.
I'm mad. Like, literally, I'm more mad at COVID than I'm scared of it.
Okay,
you know
for
what
sure.
I'm saying?
Yeah,
so
it's like, come on.
It's like you slowing down my process.
Right.
You know, it's hard to get right up to the finish line,
and then
right to the finish line.
And
like,
they say, wait,
hey,
just wait for a minute.
You got, man, you got this. It's finna happen right now. It's gonna happen. We finna do this.
Yeah, I heard something today to say that, you know, if it doesn't come, you know, two things are happening. One, you know, it's being prepared so that it can be right for you, and then two, you haven't asked for enough. You need to ask for more. Because if it doesn't happen, you know, not only was it not that thing for you, but it wasn't enough for you. So you have to, you know, you ask for more. I heard that today. I like it. I like that thought.
That's dope.
Yeah.
Yeah, but COVID messed up a lot of stuff. Man. Like,
that's all right.
Literally.
Didn't you just cut a new record? Like you okay then.
I did. I mean, it's
how many songs are you going to have to profit off of, you know, and to take you around the world and fulfill your dreams and goals now that COVID has hit?
No, yeah. That's definitely, you know, if you're not in this COVID thing, you know, being an entrepreneur, if you don't come out of COVID being an entrepreneur, then you're gonna be in trouble. Like, I just want to tell all these people that's getting that money, that's getting them 10,000s, because we hear it around town. There's a lot of people that's hooking you up and getting that 10,000 for you, getting them them loans and them grants and all that. It's people out here doing it.
They're doing what now?
They're getting the loans and the grants.
No, but I'm saying they say they hooking you up. What?
Yeah. I ain't gonna tell the
No.
No,
You did. Hold on, because this is an informational.
I ain't trying to stop nobody's money.
No,
hey,
all I'm
people
saying
out there, that can hook you up.
As far as what? Well, help you get the loan.
Help you get the loan.
Come on,
and
talk
the
about
grants.
it. Come on.
There's people that's helping people get the loans and the grants.
Yes.
So once you go get them, once you get them, because I've been getting a lot of calls. Once I get, once you hit for you, it's like, oh. Hey, husband. Hey, Mark just hooked me up with this. Right. You go get it too. Right. Then, hey, John, like that's how
growth.
That's how it is. So
that's how
people
we build
are calling.
communities.
I get like 5 or 6 calls a day. Hey man, bro, when you get that money, do something with it. Don't go just buy some Jordans. Don't go buy if you're going to buy Jordans, buy the Jordans that you're going to sell later. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to go buy video games, buy video games that you can sell later. Right. Something that's going to bring you some assets back. Yes. You know what I'm saying? Go start you a business with that 10,000. Like there's many Fortune 500 companies out there that started less than 10,000. You know what I'm saying? And y'all getting them all across the board. Yeah. Please, please, please take that money. Go invest it where it'll recuperate itself. It'll keep recuperating. Then you can go buy as many Jordans and as many cars and as many things that you want. Take that money and do something with it. Like come out of this pandemic on the other side. Yes. Because they're giving that money now. So you got to know that they finna stop all the other aids that they putting out there. All the other help aids out there. Yeah. So you got to know that they finna do that. Yeah. So take that money and do something with it. You know what I'm saying? If y'all going to buy Jordans, y'all going to buy all that with the initial 10, y'all
you lost.
You setting up yourself for a failure. You know what I'm saying?
Jules, I told you guys. Jules, okay.
Man, for real, 100. Jules. You definitely got to do that. Like take that money and flip it. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I'm not talking about go buy a bunch of, negative stuff. No, go get you a business. Start you a company where they can't take it from you, where you can't be fired. Like with my own business that I'm the boss of, I done got into it with plenty of different owners of or people who I deal with business, and they would say something like, oh, I fire you. No, you can't fire me, bro. I'm the boss of mine. Yeah, you can stop what we doing together, but ain't no firing.
So you have at least one other business, speaking of businesses. You have at least one. So is it up to 2 businesses now or 3? Where are we at in counting?
2 business. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, and that's the entertainment business, of course.
Of course.
And then I have a towel service also. Okay. For barbershops, salons, and restaurants. Dog groomers. Anybody that need towels. I'm the towel guy. That's what they call me.
So wait a minute. Is this something you created yourself? Came up with yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. What was the thought behind? What was the concept of this?
Just listening to the universe.
What was the thought of it?
Because like a friend of mine. She's a stylist, and she hated to do her towels. Okay. So when she said, I need towels, and I hate doing these towels. I hate washing them. I hate dragging them up the stairs and downstairs and back to the shop. Okay. I hate that. I was like, let me do it. And I was just playing. Yeah. And a friend of mine, he's a barber. He said pretty much the same thing. I need towels. I was like, maybe I should do that. So it took me probably about 2 years. I had bought like a bunch of strip towels and put them in the storage. I never even went out and did nothing with them. And then I think I just needed something to do, like for real. So I was like, man, maybe I should get serious with the towel thing. Like, I'm gonna go buy some cards. So I went and bought the cards, and I went on Crenshaw. I started from El Camino College. You know where that is? On I think Manhattan Beach and Crenshaw. Okay. And I started there. I drove. I walked in every shop on that corner. Okay. Walked back to every shop on the corner, crossed the street, walked back, got back in the car, and drove down some more, walked to every single shop. So every single shop I just walked in, handed them my business card, and just giving them a towel spiel. That's
what was your towel spill? I was gonna say, what was your towel spill?
My towel spill. I walk in like, hey, how you doing? My name Lavelle, but you know, everyone calls me Rep. I have a towel service for barbershops and salons.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I was just wondering, how many towels do you go through a week?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, I'll go through X, Y, Z. Oh, okay. Well, you know, with my service, this is what I do. I pick them up, I wash them, I sanitize them, I fold them and bring them back to you clean.
Yeah.
You know, I only charge, you know, X amount of dollars.
Yeah.
And, well, right now, I think I charge $7 per bundle, and I give you 20 towels per bundle.
Okay.
You know, it's 20 towels in the bundle.
Okay.
And so, and they be like, how you come up with that?
Right.
You know, hey, I needed something to do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of people, they were like, man, just because you came up with that,
yes.
I want to do it. Just because you
I
came
respect
up
that.
with it.
Yeah.
You know, and oh, you a black man starting your own business?
Yes.
I want to rock with that. So I've been
That's
doing
beautiful.
that for 6 years now.
Wow. And the name of your towel service is?
Reppatowel Rental.
Yes, Reppatowel Rental.
Yeah.
Yes, where can he find you? Where can he get you?
Out of Los Angeles, you know what I'm saying? Word of mouth. I have a Facebook page, Reppatowel Rentals. My phone number is across the internet everywhere.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's 323-535-9720. You need towels for your shop, you got a dog groomer, you know, and you use towels, you tired of washing all them towels and getting all that dog hair and all that nonsense, hey, call your boy. I got you.
All right.
You know?
Now back to the music for
Back
sure.
to the music.
We want to play the song She's Mine.
She's Mine.
Okay, so that's the name of the song.
That's
right?
the name of the song.
She's Mine. Let's play that.
Yo. You know, you got that one? Yeah, you know that one. The one that always stayed down. You just gotta keep it real with her. You know, cause she gon' keep it real with you. Let me tell you how I lost for her. My boss, I pay the cost for her. Push the 645 because it costs more. Rock the BBS diamonds cause they gloss more. Right up in the face of them haters to hear them talk more. Chanel Fendi, the Prada, the Marc Jacob bag. Every color Manolos the Steve Madden has. Diamond pendants, as big as a lemon. I told you money ain't a problem, so ain't no problem to spend it. But if the money was a problem, I'd still have to spend it. Because I got a winner to weather, plenty of winners. And plus she held your boy down when my paper was thinner. So all the houses, cars, the money and expensive dogs, let her tear down the mall when we shop in the mall. She can tear them all down cause I continue to ball and let her play and spend 20,000 a day. I ain't gotta do it, but I do it anyway.
I ain't gotta front that brand new Benz sitting on rims cause she's mine. I ain't gotta front that brand new whip sitting on the hill cause she's mine. And I'm nice hers, and I ain't gotta spend no chips, but I do it anyway. Yes, I do it anyway, cause she's mine. Oh mine, oh mine, oh mine, cause she's mine. Oh mine, oh mine, oh mine.
Let me tell you how she floss for me. She a boss, she paid the cost for me. She bought the CLK, she said it costs money. Diamond shining bright as a light, she a splurge money. Right up in the face of them haters, she think it's so funny. She ain't playing when it come to her man. She take it 20 of her on to see the beach in Japan. And as black as I am, she call it buy me a tan. Took the keys to her land and put them right in my hand. And they still don't understand why I'm a #1 fan. Because we go together like thread in a sweater. Plus she got her own cheddar, I ain't paying to get her. I'm a movement by myself, but we better together. And we nasty as ever, so we do it whatever. And we grind on them haters, getting money together. So we shine on them haters, spending money together. So it's nothing for a boss when she asks me for cheddar.
I ain't gotta front that brand new Benz sitting on rims cause she's mine. I ain't gotta front that brand new whip sitting on the hill cause she's mine. And I'm nice hers, and I ain't gotta spend no chips, but I do it anyway. Yes, I do it anyway, cause she's mine. Oh mine, oh mine, oh mine, cause she's mine. Oh mine, oh mine, oh mine, cause she's mine. Sipping Stella Reezy in a Louis Vuitton diamonds and her Rolex and lady. 2 carats sitting in between your middle and your pinky. She's my main thing. And when it's 3 in the morning and I'm working your body, stretching your muscle like winds of Pilates, screaming so loud that the neighbors call the cops, and she's my main thing. 'Cause she's mine. She's mine. She's mine. 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 'Cause she's mine. She's mine. She's mine. She's mine. 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 'Cause she's mine. She's mine. 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 'Cause she's mine. She's mine. She's mine. She's mine. She's mine.
Hey, hey, hey. And we're back. You guys, I got a special treat for you. Yes, you know, artists, y'all not going to come in this studio and not perform and not put it down. Just show us what you're working with, like literally. You guys, we're proud to have Cali's own. He represents. We are so proud to announce Reppasenta. Hey.
Let's do it. You know? Yeah. It's your boy Reppasenta. Can you pop it for the man whore? Pop it for the man whore. Will you pop it for the man whore? Pop it for the man whore. She gon' pop it for the man whore. Pop it for the man whore. Come and pop it for the man whore. Pop it for the man whore. I be knocking women like it ain't ish. Girl, my name Reppasenta, come and get you a fix. All these carrots like a rabbit, some will say I'm a trick. Cause I been on to pay a car, no couple months of rent. Reppasenta, bonafide man whore. I been on to beat it up until my man sore. I been on to eat it up and make the kitty roar. Tapping out, manslaughter, begging she don't want more. Yeah, when I'm done, bring a body bag. Yeah, in the bed I'm gonna body that. Nah, I ain't the one you need to holler at. If all you want is a bro, lil' mama, I'll holler back. I'm getting paid, well holler whenever that stop. Missionary on the top, make the coochie hopscotch. Doggy style, froggy hops, licking spots, making drops. Girl, stop playing with the man, make it pop. Can you pop it for the man whore? Pop it for the man whore. Will you pop it for the man whore? Pop it for the man whore. She gon' pop it for the man whore. Pop it for the man whore. Come and pop it for the man whore. Pop it for the man whore. From DMs to guts in the pic of your butt. 3 heart eye emojis, little mama, what's up? See, you never ever had a problem getting it up. But I'm headed overseas, so I'm kinda in a rush. Yeah, she started popping, man whore activated. She said I'm slippery when it's wet, like some activator. I put it on and had her breathing, respirators. She said, can I bring a friend? I say all flavors. Yeah, and when I'm done, bring the body bags. Every single one, the man whore, I can handle that. 10 in my bed, I'm thinking like Will back. Dishes up and down, I be doggy on the kitty cat. I'm getting paid with hollering rapper, please stop. Make the coochie beatbox, body sweat, detox. Kiss her on the juice box. Lick them brown hairs everywhere.
You nasty, Ripper.
I don't care. Can you pop it for the man whore? Pop it for the man whore. Will you pop it for the man whore? Pop it for the man whore. She gon' pop it for the man whore. Pop it for the man whore. Come and pop it for the man whore. Pop it for the man whore. Yeah, it's your boy Reppasenta. Passport ready. Let's go. 2020 vision. Ameerah the Songstress.
Hey. Where's his hand clap? Come on now. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up. Give it up.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Yes.
You did that thing.
Man, appreciate it.
Papa for the who? What you call yourself?
Man, I didn't call me that.
I did not call me that.
Talk about I don't cuss. I don't cuss. I know it's not a cuss word.
Nah.
It's not a cuss word.
It's not a curse word.
Uh-huh.
Like I say, I say the things, I just try to say it in a creative way.
Yes, I love it.
You know, being raised by, my grandmother, she would always tell me, like, somebody that cursed don't have nothing creative to say.
So find a way to say it.
So, yeah, so I just learned how to say the same thing creatively.
Right, I understand it. That was beautiful.
Man,
so that's the newest, the latest.
Yeah, that's the single that's coming out.
When
it's summertime.
Okay.
This is summertime now, so I don't know yet.
I hate projections. It's hard.
It's coming. That's what I can say. It's coming.
So we'll definitely have it before the summer ends.
Before summer ends. It'll be a video and everything. So
okay,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So who you working with on the treatment for the video? Is it
my boy Josh Libertine?
Okay.
You know, he's a dope young entrepreneur
Yes.
himself. You know what I'm saying? He was a kid that I knew, and he just, you know, just seeing his progress.
Okay.
You know how he progressed, because now he's doing things for people like Young Dolph and, you know, like big artists that's out there.
Yeah.
And he's like, man, I've been working hard and I've been watching him. So, you know, I was like, yeah, we finna go ahead and put this team together.
So, I mean, I know you've had to work with people from an independent basis, which I call them contract for hire when you're an independent artist. But I know you have some favorites. So I know you, you know, obviously we've been talking about your favorite producer. But, you know, if there's anyone else that you want to shout out that you've worked with, that you've kind of formulated a team with, because at the end of the day, they're still your team.
Yeah.
So if you want to shout them out, let us know about them and what they do for you.
Man, definitely. Of course, S-Class, like I said, I would say he's my biggest supporter, because he, you know, he helps me. You know what I'm saying? That's my dog, my brother. Low Diggs, you know, he gives me a lot of information in the game, because he's been in the game for a while also.
Yes.
And he's, like I say, he's an excellent country singer.
Yes.
But, you know, just as a friend, you know, that keeps me on path, you know, he's one of the guys that do it.
Yes.
My man, DK No Deal, you know, he gives me the thinking behind the music.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the actual person that said, if you don't do a song like this, it's not a song.
Okay.
You know, so he kind of changed the mind frame of the way I even approach music. You know, my boy Money Mo, I got to shout you out, Mo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You always been my dog, and he gives me a lot of, you know, insight on the new wave of the music.
Okay.
You know, to stay current, like literally having conversations with this young boy, you know, because he's, you know, he watched us come up in the game. Like I said, he was my partner's brother.
Yeah.
And he was a little brother.
Yeah.
So he watched us came up in the game, and he was like, you know, I can do what they do, but if I do it this way, I can surpass them.
Right. So he's tapped in.
So he's tapped in right now. My boy Money Mo, and he gave me like I said, S put me on the path. He gave me the direction of thinking. Like, no, Rep, like you say, you haven't asked about it enough. You haven't, you know, you haven't said it enough. He was probably the first person that told me, Rep, it's gonna take 10,000 times of you saying something.
Wow.
Like the law of nature is you got to say something for 10,000 times
Oh my God.
before you achieve it.
Yes.
So he was one of the people that, you know, put that in my head.
Oh, yeah,
You know what I'm saying? So shout out Money Mo.
Yes. Shout out to you, Money Mo.
And everybody that, you know, support me. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to leave none of y'all out, you know, even if y'all, you know, just send me a DM or inbox and, hey, I like that, you know, hey, keep going, you know, even the people here on my, you know, live that's taking their time to, you know,
be on here with you.
Yeah, just to come hang out, you know, with your boy. I appreciate all y'all. You know, it means a lot to somebody that do this independently.
Yeah.
You know.
What have living in the city of Los Angeles done for you? What would you, if you wanted to pay homage to the city of Los Angeles, what would you say?
It raised me.
Yeah.
The streets raised me.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, the streets of Los Angeles raised me. It taught me, you know, like I say, it taught me the way to deal with people. It taught me to not be fearful, because you can't be fearful in Los Angeles. You know, if you can make it in Los Angeles, you can make it anywhere.
Right.
Like, that's period point blank.
That's what it is.
If you can, because Los Angeles, like even New York, they are who they are, but it's not like Los Angeles.
Right,
right. We had so much like adversity to overcome here in LA.
Yes.
Like, you don't just, you know, I'm just from LA and this and that. And if you from Los Angeles, you got some type of story, no matter if you are a big artist or if you just
live
John that delivers, you know, that delivers pizza. You got some type of story, you know, coming from Los Angeles.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So that's, if I would pay homage to that, I would say it raised me. You know what I'm saying? Like, serious, because and I'm not just saying just the hood, because I'm not just a hood person.
Right.
Yes, I'm from the hood.
Yes.
But I'm not a hood person.
You're
because
everything.
I had literally a good 15 years in Hollywood.
Okay.
You know what
Yeah,
I'm saying? I
yeah.
had literally a 15 years in Hollywood, and it just those people, you know, we molded each other. Like there's a lot of executives and a lot of people that came up in this business with me
Yes.
that went, you know, the corporate route.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
But they still look at me like, okay, you still doing your thing. Like
Yeah.
I can appreciate
It must
that,
be
you know what I'm
successful, you
saying?
know. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, when
like-
people see you winning.
and that's the crazy thing, because like it took me going to Europe for people to be like, oh, he's really
doing
like,
it.
yeah,
I'm
he's
telling you,
serious
it's
about
a
this.
perception. I mean,
Yeah.
if you've made it out there,
Yeah.
you know, in another world, so to speak.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
And it's a whole nother world.
Oh, isn't
like,
it? Isn't it, man?
it's-
We're so celebrated
Yeah.
out there for who we are versus being attacked for who we
travel.
Yeah.
Travel.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm gonna say, like, because you never know what you can learn, and you never know who you can meet. One thing I always say to people, especially when I hear this, I hate when you use me. Don't hate when somebody use you. Hate when they misuse you. There's a difference. You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
Like, God put 8 billion people here on the planet so we can use each other. It's when you misuse somebody that is wrong.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So use the next person. You can go out there and you can meet somebody, like, and you don't even know what path they on, but you can meet somebody and they can change your path.
Right.
You know, be nice to each other, talk to people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you never know that next person what they gonna do.
Right.
Or what they can do for you, what you can do for their life, or whatever. So that's kind of where, you know, what I met here, you know, what I learned here in Los Angeles, because everything is so, we're all so together. But you already know, if you from Watts, you from Watts. If you from Compton, you from Compton. You're not going
Right.
to say I'm from Los Angeles if you from Compton.
Right.
Maybe you might go like to another city or a state or something like that and be like, oh, I'm from LA. Or they might say I'm from Compton. They be like, what's that? You know, then, oh, I'm from Los Angeles. They like, oh, okay. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? But we're all together.
Yeah, when we're here, we got to be very careful.
Yeah.
Like, you know, Los Angeles, okay. No, Hollywood, oh, okay. North Hollywood, oh,
definitely.
okay. It's, you know, you have to define exactly
but
what
you'll
area.
never get a Compton person to say they from Los Angeles.
Right.
You'll never get a person from Watts to say they from Los Angeles.
Right.
You know, they'll say, you know, something like, yeah, it's by LA.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying?
Mhm.
It's by LA. But those type of people, they're not, you know, they are who they are. They
Mhm.
like, man, I'm from Compton. I'm
Mhm.
not from LA.
Mhm.
So we're so close together, but we learn from each other because, like DJ Quick said, it's just like Compton.
Yeah.
Everywhere he went, it was just like Compton.
Yeah,
You know, because
yeah.
it's the same type of people.
It's the same type of people everywhere, and you realize that there's really no different languages. You just have to listen to
Yeah.
one another. I mean, we just pronounce words. It's just our, you know, our dialect. We just, you know, our accents, if you will. We
Mhm.
just pronounce our words different, but we all speak in the same language if we just
Definitely.
listen to one another. But you know, we came down to that time. The time goes so fast.
It went fast.
Man, when you say 2 hours, people are like 2 hours, but before you know it, you know, you're going over 2 hours just because you've had, you know, you've been able to relax and
Definitely.
have a good conversation. But what would be I want to know, what would you tell an up and coming artist that is thinking about going the independent route?
Mhm.
Also, let us know where we can get your music
Okay.
and your handles.
Okay.
And yeah.
Well, what I would tell an artist that's trying to go the independent route is that's the smartest thing you can do with your music.
Wow.
That's the first thing.
Wow.
You know, you build it and they will come.
Okay.
You know, that's what, you know, that's the smartest route to go
Yes.
is your to be independent, because you control all aspects of what you're doing.
Right.
The second thing I would tell them is to stay resilient, because it's not going to happen magically. It's not going to magically reappear.
Mhm.
It's not going to magically appear, my bad.
Right.
You know, it's not going to come just, oh, I do music, press play, and boom, you're an overnight success.
Okay.
So you definitely got to be resilient. You got to be able to take, man, you don't know how many doors slammed in my face. You don't know how many doors that I couldn't get into, how many doors that, you know, and all those same doors, guess what? they're reopening. They're like peeking out
Yeah,
now.
of course.
The doors open. Like
Timing.
I haven't got in yet, but they're peeking out. They're like, oh wait, he's still out there. Oh,
Yeah,
okay,
timing is everything.
So yeah, definitely, I would tell them that. My handles is Reppasenta Everything. Everything is Reppasenta, and it's REPPASENTA. All social media. That's all my handles. My music is on pretty much every platform that you download your music from. Apple Music, YouTube Music, Spotify, Tidal. I'm on pretty much all the what's the names. But this new Passport Ready album, the only song you can really get right now is the High Speed, which is the video. Okay. And that's Reppasenta High Speed. That's how you go see the video. Okay. And that's REPPASENTA, High Speed. Okay. So I got like older songs still out there that's on Spotify, and that's a album that I put out called Failure's Not an Option. Okay. That was my first mixtape that I put out called Failure's Not an Option. Okay. So
Passport Ready, what is that? Is that an EP, LP, album? What is that?
Well, I'm just going to do like 10 songs for it.
Okay,
I just want to do 10 songs. Yeah, I don't want to do, a bunch of songs like Failure's Not an Option. I had about 16 songs on there. Mm-hmm. And I really only want to do like 9 songs for Passport Ready because it's so fun and intimate. I don't want you to get off balance of that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Where it's into the... where it's like, oh, okay, he got good songs. But I want you, like I said, when you put Passport Ready in, I want you to be able to put it on any track and just enjoy yourself. Okay. So that's the,
So we're going to look forward to that sometime in the summer. Sometime this summer.
Sometime this summer. Okay. If, early September.
Well, if you say it here on 2020 Vision, it is what it is. So
man, it's
go on and put that out there.
And it's funny about 2020, like just the year 2020, when we started our record company back in 2000, our motto was Dime 2020. Okay. So in 2020 seemed like it was so crazy. Far away.
Oh, okay. But then it was crazy.
When we were saying that, and then look what we going through in 2020. It's funny. Yeah, definitely.
But it's growth.
No, it's definitely.
Evolution has to happen. I want to thank you for coming here. I was very excited to have you here. You came and showed out, which I knew you were.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
That song was energy, man. I love it. Can't wait to hear it. Can't wait
definitely.
Man, at first I didn't know. I was like, man, I don't know if I'm gonna like this. But when I'm listening to this, I'm like, okay, well, yeah, that's true. I could understand that. You know?
I mean, but you know what? I really took the concept. I got the song concept came from the movie Deuce Bigelow, Man Gigolo. Yeah. Because they called him a man whore in that movie.
I remember,
But, so that's where the concept came from. Yeah. And it was just like, okay, I need to do a fun song that, okay, Megan Thee Stallion them is doing this type of music. Yeah. Sweetie is saying this. Yeah. Nicki Minaj say this. Yeah. Cardi B say this. Let me do some opposite of what they're saying.
Yeah. Like I'm just gonna admit it. I'm just that. It is what it is.
I'm doing the opposite of what what's out there. Like you say, you don't ride against the current. You ride with the current. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You ride. So I'm just riding with the current. Just staying current.
Yeah, I love it.
And it's a fun song. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, of course. Like I wanted when I wrote the song, I was like, I want them to be like, what did you say? Yeah. But then be like, but he ain't curse. But he ain't curse when he said like, he. All right, okay, I could do it.
And I mean, it's relatable, I'm sure.
Yeah,
it's very relatable.
Definitely.
Well, thank you again for coming on.
Thank you for inviting me out.
And I want to thank you all for tuning in to Drip the Mic Network and watching 2020 Vision. I want to thank you guys that was out there on the internet land and Facebook at Ameerah the Songstress or 2020 Vision at YouTube at Ameerah the Songstress or 2020 Vision. And those who even joined me on Instagram, thank you guys. I keep telling you guys to go over to like Facebook or YouTube, but you refuse. You want to watch right here. So thank you guys for chiming in with us. I just want to thank you guys for the support. You guys have given a lot of support since we started this thing, and I'm really thankful for it. And I'm thankful for all the artists that comes on and the producers and the directors and the writers and the spiritual beings. I'm so thankful for all of you guys, and thank you guys for supporting me during this journey. And I love bringing my good friends to just show them off and show you guys a part of my journey through my talented friends like Reppasenta. What you heard him say was all about perseverance and just staying focused on what it is that you want to have happen. And you find other creative ways to fund your dream by creating a business that you can run for yourself while funding your dream and your goals. And you focus and you meet them. I wanted Reppasenta to be on here so that he can show you and he can walk us step by step of the process of becoming a worldwide independent artist. My name is Ameerah the Songstress, and you can find me on Facebook at Ameerah the Songstress, YouTube at Ameerah the Songstress, and Spotify and wherever else you would like to listen. But remember, stay focused.
No regrets, no regrets, no regrets.
Let me fix my crown, baby. Like dominoes, yeah, it's going down. My feet off the ground, elevated. You feel my soul when you hear my sound. And I don't know why you're like a red light that don't ever change. And you should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess, riding high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess.
No regrets, no regrets, no regrets.
Oh, I'm so tapped in, baby. Yeah, I'm turned on and tuned into that frequency. Bring love and light and healing in my energy. Hear a major difference in these minor melodies. And I don't know why you're familiar faces in strange places. They don't ever change. You should know why I'm merging to the other lane. I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess, riding high so you know I'm blessed. Oh yeah, I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex. Baby, I'm getting close, don't take a second to second guess, riding high so you know I'm blessed. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry.
Oh yeah,
I'm built for this. Came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry. I came with the keys to the industry.
oh yeah.
I'm getting close, I'm up next, no regrets, making hits is a reflex.